No big deal?
We'll edit that out.
Welcome back to Trailway Speedway as we're winding down the racing season here. I'm with another OTC guest, a special guest in the 270 class, a defending track champion, a multiple winner here at Trailway Speedway, Mr. Jim Still. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. Another racing season coming to the end. You won a couple weeks ago. How's it been so far?
Yeah, pretty good this year. Time's been quick, and other times just, get that bug and it just, you run into some problems and, you just can't try to figure it out for the next week and go from there. But overall, it's a pretty good year.
Well, I tell you what, the 270 class is, I think, dominated. 4 to 5 guys are really dominant in the class. You guys seem to get up to the front. You're one of the dominant characters here and dominant drivers. How about the competition here? Is it pretty tough in the 270s?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I've been racing here a long time, and it's a lot of young guys coming up in this class, which is great. We all had to start somewhere, and I'm glad to see the younger guys getting in because they're going to be in it a while, hopefully. But you start pretty much handicapped to the rear every week, and you got to really fight to get to the front, and you just got to try to get there before anybody else does, and go from there.
Well, I know you're good friends with Bill Lockman, and I see you guys going neck to neck, trading a little bit of paint sometimes.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. We've gotten into each other, maybe his fault, my fault here and there, but we're friends off the track. We try not to let it carry over. We try to talk to each other right after so it doesn't fester up inside of us or anything like that. But just like anything, we're both out there to win, and you don't really look at the color of the car or the number out there when you're out there racing with them.
Well, I saw a couple weeks ago, you being a veteran of the 270s and of this track, what you did to a young driver that was ready to win the race, and was like, what, 1 lap to go, and you were able to take the win away from him just like that, going into one?
Yeah, actually, yeah. You talk about Mike Boyer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's probably been racing these things longer than I have, and he's a tough guy, real hard racer. He's a good friend also, but it's just one of those things. We had the car set up right, the motor was running good, the track was perfect. It just worked out well.
Now, what goes through your mind? I watch you guys every single week. Going into turn 1, I know everybody's going to try to cut down because they know, and then I see, you guys have different strategy. Talk a little bit about strategy before you, like when you're in caution.
Yeah, I don't really want to give away too many tricks, but it's not really a trick. Pretty much you want to go where they're not. And if you see everybody just going to the bottom, you want to go around the top. If someone's going to go around the top, you want to go to the bottom. It's pretty much as easy as that. You can't pass anybody if you're following them, running the same line. So
when they come out of 4, I see a lot of time drivers when they're trying to go into 3, and they're trying to take it so hard in the 3 so you don't get the bottom on them. And then what happens is when they come out of 4, they end up going higher, and then you guys catch or something in the middle of 3 and 4, and you go right underneath them. Yeah, I think a lot of that's just a lot of experience. Some of the younger guys just these things get around here fast, and it's something to get used to, and that's just something they just need to get laps in, get seat time, and a lot of that's just entering the corner too low. You're washing out, coming on an exit, but that's pretty much all that is. When did you start racing 270s?
2000 was my first year.
And what did you race before that?
Nothing. I didn't race anything before that, so just been going to the races since I was a kid. Dad took me to Lincoln Speedway, Williams Grove, always been around it. My buddy Bill, he grew up beside Steve Segal, so we were always over at the garage there. We worked on Steve's sprint car when he was racing 410s, and then when Jimmy got into 350, actually we helped him when he started micros here. And then that's kind of when I got the bug to try micros, thinking, hey, this might be something I can afford and something I might be able to do. So they actually let me drive his micro when he was getting out at one race, see if I'd like it, and I just had the fever from there. So you remember the Busch car that Segal used to run? That takes you back a while, huh? Oh yeah, it's been a long time. It's that was the good old days, back in the 80s and stuff, and there were some good racing. It's good racing today, but it's more ingenuity back then. Not everybody has the same stuff back then. You can make your own cars, do trick stuff, but yeah, it was a good time. It kind of shows our age a little bit, even though we're still young guys, Jim, but we're getting up a little bit. Yeah, you like to feel like you're young at heart, it's just one of those things when you're out there racing hard, you feel like the young guys don't really have anything on you when you're out there racing, but the next morning when you wake up, you're a little sore, so. Now, you're in good shape. You have to be in good shape to be a race car driver, right? Correct, yes. Because what I understand, I talked to a driver last week, that after 15 laps, they were exhausted. How exhausting is it in that car maneuvering the whole time? Sometimes it's worse than others. Sometimes you got to control yourself and try to calm down because you do get the adrenaline rush. And you're gripping that steering wheel as hard as you can, and you're trying to come up through the field. But sometimes you just gotta relax. You're going down the straightaway. Let your fingers relax a little bit and just calm down, because you can fall out of the saddle. In 5-10 laps, pretty easy here. But you just gotta kind of relax and take it easy.
Now, what goes through your mind during a race, Jim? When it gets to like 15 laps, like, okay, let us back up. When you start the race, what's going through your mind usually?
Biggest thing is, starting back where we start in handicap, usually back air, you're just trying to think, okay, what are the guys, who's starting in front of me? You want to see, do they have tendencies? Do they usually do this or that? Don't want to go high, low, whatever. But the biggest thing is getting through that turn one, because a lot of people try to win it in the first lap, and it's not going to happen. So you try to want to get through there real clean, and so you can get to 3 and 4 and get the first lap in and just start picking cars
Yeah,
off.
because we've seen 10, 11 cars piled up in one turn, out of turn one.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens a lot, and it's probably not the last time it's going to happen. You just got to kind of always, the biggest thing is always looking forward, look just the car in front of you, look way ahead and see what's happening.
Now, what about 17 laps down? You're in the lead. You look up at the scoreboard, you see the 2, the 10, the 22, whoever is right behind you.
Yeah, it's tough. You hate to see a caution when that, I don't care if it's one lap and, or if you got a half to go and the caution comes out. The biggest thing is you can't let guys get into your head. I know we try to do it too to some younger guys and get in their head, we're going to do this or that, but the biggest thing is, run your race, where you've been fast, you got up to the front, don't change your line, just, run what got you there, and that's the big thing.
Well, you're one of the cleanest drivers I've seen race here. If you can't cut it, you can't get in there, you're not going to destroy your equipment. You're not going to, and you know what? If you don't get them that lap, you're going to get them the next lap. When it comes down to the final lap and you got to do what you got to do, I can understand that, but you are one of the cleanest drivers, so it's got to irritate you when you see people doing things that shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, it does. We've all made some bonehead moves in our lives, in our racing careers. I have too. I kind of take pride in myself being clean. We're not out here racing for 50 grand to win. It is a hobby. However, I am competitive. I'm competitive by nature, so I like to win as much as the next guy. But there's limits to that. It costs money to fix these cars up. It's one of those things you might stick your nose in, but if you get into somebody, a lot of times you don't try it. Some guys do. It's just not me.
What does it cost to get started in a 270 if you wanted to start and actually be competitive?
It varies. It really does. Actually these days there's a lot of cars out there now, and guys moving up to different divisions or just getting out of it because of the economy, that you can get in for as little as $3,000, or you can buy something brand new with motor. It can cost you $12,000, $13,000, the best of everything. So it varies. It's a wide range. If you get something used, my advice, like anybody young looking to get into it, just get a used car, 5, 6 years old. Get a motor from somebody that is kind of reliable. You can get something competitive for about $5 grand.
Now let's talk about family. What do you do for a living?
I'm in sales. I'm in dental sales. So yeah, I've been doing that for about 4.5 years now. I've been in sales for about 15 years. So
you're a hell of a salesman.
I guess I'm doing something right. I don't know.
What about family?
Yeah, I'm married. My wife Amy. Actually, we're coming up on next month for our 15-year anniversary. I have a daughter Haley. She's 11, and my son Jack's 6.
Wow, you got kids the same age I am. I tell you what, but I haven't been married 15 years. You must have found the right one earlier.
Yeah, I guess she won't let me go. I don't know.
Now, obviously, she sits over in the stands by the tower. I don't know if she wants to listen to me or she don't want to listen to you or whatever, but she love racing as much as you do?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a family sport. My dad's in the pits every week with me. I have my brother-in-law here coming now, my nephew, and my wife and son and daughter, and my mom, and a lot of people, a lot of family people come and watch this. And she's there through the good times and bad, and sometimes she's my toughest critic. But you take it out with a grain of salt and do what you got to do.
You won the track championship a couple years ago. Hopefully win a couple more before you're done.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's really tough to do that, and this year is a prime example of that. You can't really fall out of any races when you're in the lead or running for a points championship. This year I didn't finish 4 races, and you can't do that. I think the year I won the points, I only won 1 race by finishing second like 5 times. I didn't fall out. So that's the key, just being consistent in top 3, top 4.
How much you guys miss Todd Hoover? I didn't know. He was really a great competition with you guys. He was a really clean driver. How much you guys miss him?
Yeah, we miss Todd. I hope hopefully he comes back here. He definitely brings everybody, how everybody races. Brings it up a level because he's tough and he is a clean driver. Never had any issues with him. Wish he'd be back here.
Well, how do you like the program? How do you like the music and stuff? Do you listen to it to get ready for the race?
Nah, not really. I just kind of do my thing and, just talking to the crew and just hanging out with buddies and talking and, but you're doing a fine job.
I appreciate it. Well, Jim, we appreciate you doing OTC with us here tonight, and good luck, and maybe you can win the Go Break.
I hope so. That'd be nice. It'd be an honor. You know, Go Break family's a great bunch of people, and it would be an honor.
All right, that's Jim Still and Scott Martin signing out here for OTC at Trailway Speedway.
As soon as I know. Good news, Tim Dietz is okay. Back to racing, folks, as we're getting ready to kick off heat number 1 again. 2 laps in the books. Isaac looking for his first. After tonight, there's one more 600-point race, so every check him out, make sure he's all right. Hey, baby. Don't forget, as we're getting ready to start heat number 2 once again, Raymond Scott on that front row. to Dustin Kelly, your top 6, and legend car heat number 1. finishes the feature in the top 5, he is probably guaranteed the 2010 track championship. That's unofficial though. And now we'll have 12 laps to figure it out. The 29 of Brock Lawrence leads the way. Alan Shove second. Missed
in between the scramble race, so it'll be nice to cool off.
Absolutely. I tell you what, 2 weeks in a row, great racing for the Strictly Stocks, and too bad it's over already for 2010.
Yeah, definitely it's bad it's over. It's been awesome racing in this class all year. For the first time in a long time, it's been a lot of more fair competition around here, and it's just awesome to race with Alan, Miss, everybody in the Strictly Stock class, Sean, Steve Albin. I mean, everybody's been racing for a long time, and I mean, I've cut Alan off probably as many times as I could, but I really wanted to win and tie him for the most feature wins this year, so I did everything I could to keep him behind me.
Well, I tell you what, it was a great race, and it looked close there. It looked like Alan might have had you, but you were able to cut him down like you said, but Alan had to make sure he won the track championship too.
Yeah, I mean, Alan and Wayne Leppo, they had a great year. You know, I started out a little late in this class, so I really didn't get, you know, as many races as they did or as Miss did. I mean, she did an awesome job finishing second. And it's just good to have 3 feature wins here, all within like 6 races. So we definitely came on it strong at the end, and hopefully next year this carries over.
And we'll see you next week for the junk car demolition here?
Yeah, I'll be here. I don't know. Well, I'll be racing scramble cars, but maybe riding passengers in the demo again.
All right, outstanding. Brock, congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. I want to thank my sponsors, Jolene's Lawn Care, my mom, Major. She does everything for me. Pink's Twisted Ink Tattoo Company, Brock's Pro Shop, RMT Garage, Royden Knight, Danny Mittmeyer, Misty, everybody that really comes out, helps and supports and works on these cars week in and week out.
All right, congratulations, Brock. That is your tonight's feature winner in the Strictly Stock, the final feature of the 2010 season. Congratulations. Hands together for a 2010 track champion and the first Strictly Stock track champion, Alan Schiff. Congratulations, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's really hot in there, but that race was great. Brock was running me. It was so great.
I tell you what, you look like you're getting close. Did it ever go through your mind that maybe I should just back up and secure that championship?
Nah, I was going for the win. I came and made it for winning.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, it's been a great season. How did you enjoy your Strictly Stock first season?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I couldn't help but ask for a better car, a better pit crew, everybody. Just thanks a lot.
I guess we'll see you at the Rose Banquet?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, Alan Schiff, congratulations, buddy, your 2010 track champion. Tonight, between Jimmy and the 19th of Isaac Snaringer, they're side by side in that 6th row. Anything can happen. We'll find out in 20 short laps. The green drop. All in the 1 and 2. We got a car flipped over. And if I'm not mistaken, second, Travis Scott for a second, and Cody Lehman for a second. Bradshaw, defending track champion. Bumpkins, the defending track champion. Oh, in the mix now is Harmon. J.D. Harmon. Continue what he's been doing. And Harmon's fast tonight. Lehman's on the inside. Here comes Cutshaw, Bumpkins, Jim Young. J.D. Harmon in control.
I was working good. I was getting good on 1, 2, getting in, and when that wreck came out, I had already gotten by him, and I was feeling pretty bad then.
And then when you restarted, you caught him. Tell us about the move in turn 2.
They were telling me, I don't know what they were telling me. They were telling me to just keep running the bottom and on the starts or going to the top. And I went to the top, and it worked pretty good.
Well, unfortunately for Tim, every time Tim gets out of the race, you win the race. Maybe you need to tell Tim to stay home.
Yeah, I don't know. Last week we all three wrecked. Me, Sean, and Tim both all wrecked and didn't finish the feature, so I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. It's got to be something with Tim do. But I tell you what, 2 wins in 2010. You picked up your first couple weeks ago. You're back in victory lane again. You ready for the go back?
Yeah, see what's happening then. We got a lot of tough cars and probably get a bunch go break, so.
Tell you what, you're running good. I tell you what, the track. Tell us about your sponsors.
I'd like to thank my pap. He's the one that builds all my shocks, and thank Mike Barshinger, MB and Son, for letting us use our free fuel and stuff. Penn Auto Body, Mark's Automotive, Bulbous Heating and Cooling. I think that's pretty much it. My mom and dad.
And you know what? You got bragging rights, buddy. You can tell Tim you got 2 wins and he's only got 1 this year.
Yeah, I can be on him all week this week now.
Chase Deeds picking up the win. Congratulations, buddy, and good luck with our final 2 races.
Yep, thanks.
Chase Deeds, a phenomenal win here tonight.
argument in the garage today about what to do with it. I wanted to change it, and he wanted to leave it alone. And we left it alone, so I guess maybe Father knows best.
I tell you what, you better be glad he said leave it alone because you're in victory lane right now because of it.
Yeah, I mean, we flipped it pretty hard back here a couple weeks ago, and we've been fighting it ever since. Like I said, I wanted to change it, and he said not to, and I mean, that was his call, and it was a heck of a call. It was to put us in victory lane tonight. I mean, couldn't be any sweeter. It's Marta's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad.
Just like the 600 feature, you got the lead, and the caution came out. And then you sit back there and go, what do I have to do to get past Eric Keith?
Well, I mean, I raced with Eric a fair amount, and Eric's class act. I mean, I knew I could get to him, and I wanted to get by him the right way. I got beside him down here, and we come up the front stretch here, and I saw the caution come out. I was ahead of him. I was like, man, so if he did it once, you should be able to do it again. So we just pulled the belts down tight, got up on the wheel, and did it.
Well, and then when you got past, you had Lockman and Gower and everybody coming up behind you, but you know what? You were pulling away, you had the car tonight.
I mean, it's hard to tell, because, I mean, you don't have, like I said, you don't have mirrors, you don't have anything like that, you don't have spotters. And anytime you see the 8, especially the 10, the 2, any of them pop up on the board, those guys are coming. I mean, Nick's the track champion for a reason. I mean, he's class act. He's a fast car here most nights. And I mean, anybody that comes from 12th up to, I mean, I saw him on the board, so 3rd. I mean, that's a heck of a drive. And I mean, I knew he was coming, so it was one of those deals you had to go and try to stay away.
Well, I tell you what, you ready for the go break?
Actually, the weird thing is, this was supposed to be the last run with this car. I went and bought a car Thursday night because I thought this one was pretty well done, but apparently it's not.
I think you need to keep this car on the track.
So I don't know, the new one might sit for a little while if this one keeps driving like this, so...
Well, maybe you need to let your dad decide.
We might let Dad make the call on that. He's made a bunch of good calls today, so I want to thank Windsor Electric Company for all their support. Except my mom and my dad, Little Wiggles Daycare. My buddy Michael Bohr that won last weekend, his dad come up here tonight, and his dad did the tires and stuff for me, so I want to thank him. Like I said, it's a good night, and kind of sucks. Mike's on vacation. He's laying on the beach somewhere right now, and I'm here winning, so...
All right, Stephen Cuss, congratulations, buddy. 2 wins in 2010, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, sir.
And here comes somebody to wish you congratulations. 2010 back-to-back track champion. Let's pull him down by his car. Let's get Steve, get his picture taken. Somebody's had his picture taken a lot this year. Thundering Nick Gower. I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks. Where have you been?
In the back. We haven't been real good here lately. We were... Actually, tonight, we figured we had the points wrapped up, so we tried something different, and maybe we should have tried a little sooner, but we got the car working pretty good again. Still need to do our homework for the National Open and get a little better, because them guys are fast when they come around.
Did, in the heat race, you were battling Still, and then did you see Still go out?
Yeah, I seen him go out, seen him spun out into what happened. Yeah, he was better than us there in the heat race, and like I said, we knew he was better, so we made some changes. I think we made him for the good. We come up through there. But weren't good enough. You know, hats off to him for winning the race tonight. That's great.
How good does it feel to have the championship already wrapped up and back to back?
Feels good. I never was a points racer, and you know, I won last year, and now I'm into it. Now I'm a points racer. I mean, but I still come to win every week. That's the bottom line. And when you do good, your points come with it.
Absolutely. 2-time champion now. Hey, maybe you can make it 3, 5 in a row.
Yeah, and this car's a 99. I had this car since I started racing here in 03. So it's an old car. We just weld her back together and we keep new components on it. The thing works great, so I ain't getting rid of it.
I know you're looking forward to the Go Break. That's always a big race here, and good luck.
Yeah, I won that every other year. I won it in 06, 08, so now we're in 2010, so hopefully we'll do it again.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nick, you definitely got a good shot at it. I mean, track champion, tough runner every week, so I wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thank you. I got to thank my sponsors. I wouldn't be here without them. My mom's here tonight. That's great. She helps me out a lot. Nikki Sports Bar, Start to Finish Construction, Barnhart Electric, 3rd Street Garage, Power Seal USA, doing cylinders for me. They're getting one this week, so hopefully we can get a little faster. Lias Tire, Martin Design, Prestige Apparel, Wings Unlimited, JBM Motorsports, I don't know, Ponchos, BRP, I don't know, I'm forget. That should K&B Auto Body. Got to
Last year it was you and Lockman back and forth every week. Now you got Brewer and Cox and everybody picking up win after win.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's tough, you know, the way the point system is here. I mean, when you're starting back 11th, 12th, you got to drive your ass off to get to the front.
All right, Nick Gower, your track champion 2010. Congratulations one more time, buddy.
Thank you.
Thunder and Nick Gower, your 2010 track champion. For the last time the Legends will be on the TW track in 2010.
is our third or fourth win.
Wow. You are definitely the man here at Trailway when it comes to legend cars. A little easy to start. Started fourth tonight, huh?
Yeah, we started, was it fourth or fifth, but,
I think you were in the second row.
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I forget. It's all a blur.
Where did he start? Fifth. Oh, third row. That tells you how much I know.
Yeah. There's some good guys up there, so there's some tough competition, and we got through it.
It looked like you were battling Lembo there for a while, and then Bird came up beside you, but the last 2 laps you were able to really pull it away.
Yeah, towards the end of the race, it started handling a little better. There's a big rut or something in 3 and 4 I kept hitting, and I was getting a little nervous because that'd shoot me up to the wall, and I knew Bird was back there, and a couple other guys were coming up through, and I knew if I opened the door for them, they were going to take it. So
How are you doing in the point standings overall?
I think we're first or second. It's close.
First, second, third, one of those two?
Yeah. First or second.
How many more races you have left in the season?
I think there's 7 more.
7 more? It's the last time we're going to see you in 2010, unfortunately, because you own this track this year.
Yep.
How about your sponsors?
My dad had Impressive Signs. He did all the graphics. He helps out. And without him, it wouldn't be possible. My mom, family, all you fans are coming out. The track, we're giving us a great track to race on.
So what are you going to do after racing is over?
I guess snowboarding.
Snowboarder, race car driver, you do all the extreme sports, huh?
Yeah, try.
All right, buddy, Lucas Montgomery, congratulations again, and we'll hope to see you back in 2011.
Hopefully we'll be back.
All right, Lucas Montgomery picking up the final win here of the Legend Cars in 2000. Out of Littlestown, the Harney Service Center sponsored. One more race after tonight in the Starlight 6-cylinder points. Give you an update on the Starlight 6-cylinder points here. Psycho Steve High's what, 11 points ahead of Wesley Callison and 36 ahead of Jimmy Tyson, 42 in front of Douglas Smith. 1 race left after tonight. finish the way they are now, that'll be 3 points less, and that'll put them around 8. Jimmy Tyson, but watch out, Tyson's with a left car. Tyson looking for his first one. Callison now looking on the bottom. Callison really needs to get past Tyson, but Tyson's strong on the bottom. And Jimmy Tyson has done it, picked up his first win that season. Jimmy Tyson, it's late in the season, but you finally put in victory lane, buddy. How you doing?
Doing pretty good now.
You're able to hold off Callison, Cockleton, Hollingsworth to pick up your first win. It's been a long season, huh?
I didn't know how close they were. All I know is pedal down.
I tell you what, you're still in the mix for the points for the 2010 Track Championship.
That's what I'm after, but no, I don't think it's possible.
Hey, anything is possible in these races, you know. Exciting race, huh?
Definitely feels good to be here, that's for sure.
How many times have you ever won before?
First one for this.
I tell you what, first one, you look good out there. You were able to keep it strong. Corbett was right beside you, but you were able to hold him off.
Yeah, it was tough. I knew he was back there, but I didn't know how close.
Tell you what, you're smiling ear to ear, aren't you?
I love it. It's great. It's a lot of work from these guys, especially that guy right there. He puts a lot into my help.
I tell you what, I'm glad you had so much fun. How about the sponsors on this thing?
Don't really have any except for my family and Loose Nuts helping me out a little.
Well, I tell you what, they were tight tonight because you were definitely fast tonight. One more race left in the Starlight 6-cylinder features. It's been a long season, huh?
Yeah, it's been long. I wish it wouldn't have got rained out so much, Joe.
I know, last year was the same thing. You gonna be back next week for the junk car or anything?
Oh, I'll be here to watch. I'm done with my derby days.
Really?
Yeah, I had my share.
I tell you what, Jimmy, congratulations on your first win. Let you get your pictures taken, and hey, first one's always the hardest.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Jimmy Tyson picking up his first Starlight 6-cylinder win.
You're freezing in there.
Let me just say this much.
of our points last week, finishing 6th place. I was trying to be a little conservative with the car, trying to keep everything together, but even doing that, with both Steve and Ray behind me in points, they're not letting up at all. They're going to close the gap on it, so.
Well, Steve did finish second.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to get up there. I was waiting to see the nose of that black 43 around me. I figured he was coming, but I think it was lap 11. He was in 3rd. I figured he'd be in 2nd by the time we came back around.
Tell you what, a lot of respect for Justin Mitchell here at Trailway Speedway. Starting 2nd, that's a little different, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Earlier in the year, it seemed like for a field draw, I couldn't draw anything better than a 50 or something. Here recently, I haven't drawn anything worse than, I think, 21.
Well, I tell you what, I hope we keep it up for the next 2 weeks. Pretty smooth ride tonight, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was getting the car hooked in some ruts, and they pulled me right around the corners. The track was pretty good shape. It was a little slick, but it wasn't too bad.
Tell you what, just hope that machine holds up for 2 more races, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping. This is 4th year on this car, so hopefully it's got 2 more left in it.
I tell you what, you've ran great all year. You're looking for your first track championship, and we wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thanks.
How about your sponsors?
Thank my dad, Doug's Floor Covering, it's his business. White Sowers, Auto and Body Repair, at Hartlove and Sons Used Auto Parts. That's about it.
Let's ask you a question. Do you like racing before intermission or here at the end of the night?
When we first started running before intermission, I really liked that. It seemed like the track was in a lot better shape, because it seemed like running last earlier in the year, the track was really rough. But here tonight, the track really wasn't too bad. I don't think it's making too much of a difference. It really depends on the amount of water they have on the backstretch there around the tire. That's really the main difference.
All right, Justin, congratulations on your quest to win your track championship, and enjoy the rest of your weekend in 2 more weeks.
Yep, hopefully we can get 1 or 2 more wins. That'd be nice.
All right, Justin Mitchell, maybe I'll see him at the banquet. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Justin Mitchell, and now we'll close our program out tonight